So the purpose of this video is for us to talk about special events. So in our lifetime, we will experience special events like weddings, funerals, commemorative events, so like the anniversary of something that has happened. And that commemorative event can be something that was tragic or something that was really celebratory. So, like the 50th anniversary of our wedding, or the 50th anniversary of this event, or the 10-year anniversary of 9/11, for example. So, commemorative events can have a wide range of emotions attached, and can be about pretty much anything, right? You could have a commemorative event for the day that you met your best friend or the day that you started dating your significant other. You can also have a special event like a graduation ceremony, which commemorates the experience of earning a degree or diploma. You can also have a special event like a funeral where you memorialize or you go through a service to commemorate the life of the person who has recently died. And so this week we're going to focus on that kind of writing because it's very unique and specific. And there's actually a lot of crossover between graduation speeches or commencement addresses and eulogies, believe it or not. So what's interesting about both of these kinds of writing, I have to apologize because since I'm missing this out of my glasses slide off of my face like once a minute and it's very frustrating. Anyway, so the commonality between commencement speeches and eulogies is that they are both trying to show the special occasion that has happened or that the life that is worth celebrating. And so when we talk about commencement speeches and we talk about eulogies, the speaker is usually selected by a group of people. That group of people, in the case of a eulogy, could be family and friends of the person who's recently died. They might select the person who gives the eulogy, someone who they think is going to fairly reflect the person's life, celebrate it, but also, give some direction to the people attending the service as far as what they should do. Similarly, commencement speakers are very much selected by a group of people. At my former school, I was the commencement speaker for the class of 2015 because at that school, students vote for their commencement speaker, and it's always a teacher that earns the most votes. That graduating class, I had taught them freshman, sophomore, and during their AP Lang year. So we were really close. So the idea is that your commencement speaker is often selected by people who have a good understanding of the interests and the experiences of people in that graduating class. Now, at the college level, a lot of famous people end up giving commencement speeches, but they often have some kind of a connection to the school. So, for example, Ellen DeGeneres is from New Orleans. She gave a commencement speech at a college there a few years ago. Um, um, Chadwick Boseman gave the commencement speech at Howard University the year after Black Panther was released because he graduated from Howard University. So the idea is that a lot of times when we select speakers for these special commemorative occasions, we are really being cautious in who we select because we want it to be someone who is going to reflect the person or the event or the university or establishment positively, respectfully, and truthfully. We also want them to give us or the audience some kind of a direction forward in the name of the institution or the person. So, for example, I would never give a eulogy at a funeral for someone I wasn't close with. I don't have that bond with them. So, why would I speak on their behalf or the family's behalf? If I, if I didn't have any insight as far as what a person might want us to do or change as a result of the life that they lived, then they wouldn't pick me either. So the idea is that the person who is delivering a eulogy, a commencement speech, a commemoration speech, that person is going to have insight as far as the person or the place that they are commemorating or eulogizing, and they are also going to have some direction forward as far as next steps. With that being said, this week you are going to be focusing on one of two options. Your first option is to read part of the eulogy by Margaret Thatcher for President Ronald Reagan, who passed away in 2004. Thatcher and Reagan were we're working very closely with one another since Great Britain is one of our greatest allies. And so Reagan and Thatcher had a working relationship, but they became friends over the course of both of their tenures in their positions. Your second option is to read the graduation or commencement speech given by Madeleine Albright to Mount Holyoke College in 1997. Madeleine Albright is she was the first female Secretary of State, and she served under the Clinton administration in the 1990s. And so either one of these speeches are accessible for you, not only through the College Board, but I believe that there are recordings available on YouTube. I know for sure that the Margaret Thatcher speech is available on YouTube. It's actually her like pre-recorded in a super fancy room in a super fancy chair. Anyway, so I want you to keep in mind, like, why was this person selected to write this and deliver this message of all of the available people? We have to really consider what role does the speaker play, and then how does that influence their tone and the evidence that they provide within their argument about the place or the people that they are addressing. Anyway, do your best this week. I think that at this point, we need to really start thinking about the form of the piece that we're reading. So in the past, we have read a press conference speech by President Kennedy. We have read a letter directly from Benjamin Banneker to Thomas Jefferson. And now we're going to have a speaker who is knowledgeable and well experienced, either in their relationship with a person or their experiences abroad, and how that influences how they go about their delivery to the audience at hand. So we're really working on cultivating that thinking as far as, this is what I'm reading, this is a letter, this is a speech. Why would they select this person? What does that speaker have of value to give to the audience? And I think that it will really start coming together for you. Okay, see you later.